Hello, my name is Tyron Trice, and my topic for this video is school violence. And I would like to start off this video by defining what school violence is. School violence is a harmful act committed by a student or a faculty member of the school against another student. This definition includes all acts and forms of bullying, sexual misconduct, gun violence, and any type of gang-related violence on school property. I believe that policymakers have failed to protect our children. Our schools are not safe for our children, and do not provide a healthy learning environment for our children. Children should not be scared to walk the halls of their school, or should not be afraid to go to school for that matter. This the school should be the safest place for the children, but it's not. Why is that? It is because most people see school violence as a common thing not necessarily school violence, but bullying as a common thing that occurs in school and does not look to look to see what the causes are. Policymakers are not informed on the scope in which school violence affects both the participating parties and the parties that are not participating until it's too late. Some parents are not informed of their child being bullied because the school did not inform them, nor did their child inform them of them being bullied themselves. This is especially true for male students. Hold on one second. Male students are less likely to report themselves to being bullied because they do not want to seem weak. Some some of the percent some Since 2010, the percentage of students dealing with bullying has ranged around 28 to 32% of students in the country. This includes all grades from K through 12. 21% of those students have been victims of gang-related violence, and schools located in high crime rates have higher chances of violence occurring at the school. Also, a common mindset for people in high crime rates is that the community does not care about them, and that is a big factor to causing school violence when children don't feel like their parents or nor nobody in the community cares about them. Children who do not have guiding figures in their life, whether it's their parents or the community, have higher chance of bullying another student, joining a gang, and suffering from drug abuse. Policymakers should look at what causes school violence to create programs to prevent school violence. To prevent the school violence, I think those type of things will help prevent school violence. And another startling statistic I want to talk about is currently global and like across the whole world, one no, mm, um, globally, 50% of students are suffering from some form of school violence. So that could be bullying, sexual harassment, and anything that's under that definition that I mentioned before. And I want to talk about that because it puts things in perspective. Now, while we in our country is only dealing with 28 to 32% of our students, if you look at it, the whole big picture is 50% of people who are dealing with school violence. 50% of students who are dealing with school violence who come in contact with school violence. And I think we should I think policymakers should look at ways to prevent that and look at ways to what causes it so we could also prevent that in that type of manner too. And I want to talk about two policies that the state of Indiana has to help prevent school violence. The policy I want to talk about is the School Safety Specialist Training and Certificate Program. This program establishes a safety specialist trainer and allows people under in the school to go under this training and gain a certificate under this safety training to be to allow the school to be more safer. Under this policy, the Department of School Education shall assemble an advisory group of school safety specialists from around the state and to make recommendations on concerning curriculums and standards for the school safety specialist training. This curriculum would include methods of identifying, preventing, and intervening in bullying, criminalized organization, and sexual misconduct. The next policy I want to talk about is the Safe Schools Community Policy, whereas in each school in all of Indiana must have a safe school committee that will work to develop strategies and continue the school improvement in their safe the school improvement and creating a safe environment. A safety specialist that, as mentioned before, that each the group of safety specialists should meet with each school community to help them committee, not community, to help them better better their safety protocols at their school and best identify measures to prevent safe school violence at their school. The school should also provide the school committee should also provide floor plans to the local fire department and police department should anything happens to the school to where it best the fire department and the police department can be aware of how the school layout and get to specific areas in a safe manner. And this has been my video. I am done. Bye.